Morning guys, MOTOBOB here. Today it's about my iPhone, which as you can see is looking a little worse for wear. Now I've got to stress, this didn't happen while I was riding my motorbike. I've got a case called a Quad Lock, which is actually designed for cycling and running, and they make quite a few mounts and stuff, and it fits my bars perfectly and it's really secure, so no worries there. But I was actually cycling last night. Went over to a friend's house to watch the Europa League final, and then was cycling home at about 11 last night. Now it was quite a nice evening, the roads were pretty quiet, and I just fancied listening to a little music. So what I did is I just had it kind of playing out loud, and in my pocket of my hoodie just some nice quiet music. Now with hindsight, it was obviously going to fall out of my pocket, wasn't it? But at the time it seemed like it was quite secure. And then I was coming down towards Tower Bridge around there, and I hit a little bump and it just bounced out my pocket. As I say, it was pretty quiet at that time of night, so I didn't really panic too much, and it's in a decent case, so I thought there's a good chance it survived. There's a lot of cars parked at the side of the road, so I had to find somewhere reasonable to pop my bike. And then as I was walking back down the road towards it, out of nowhere a taxi sort of turned out of a junction, and I was like waving at him like no, and he probably just thought I was like trying to hail him or something. It looked like an Uber, which obviously you can't hail, so he just kept driving. And I was like no, and then I was like go around it because it was 2 lanes one way, and I was like all in a flash. And isn't it just like the worst kind of luck that if your phone falls out your pocket into the road, it lies exactly where the tyres of the taxi's going. So yeah, two full taxi wheels absolutely middled it, and it made a lovely crunching sound. He probably didn't see it, he just thought I was frantically trying to wave him down. So you can see the results here. A massively cracked screen. So obviously when I picked it up off the road, I was fully expecting the screen to be absolutely knackered, but much to my surprise, the music was still playing, and actually, although it's pretty hard to get any kind of response from the touch screen, it still kind of works. So the volume buttons work, the lock button works, the home button works. I plugged it in when I got in and it charges. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get my data off it once I get a chance to plug it into the computer, or back it up before I send it off. Fucking kidding me? Woo! Anyway, yeah, it still pretty much works. So, to answer the question, can iPhone withstand being run over by a taxi? To an extent, yes. Apart from the screen, but otherwise, seems fine. Gladly, I'm insured this time because I've got a bit of a history of breaking or losing phones. I think it was the iPhone 6S Plus that I got a few days after it came out. I was really excited about it because it apparently had a really good camera and all that kind of thing. And I was like, I must not break it. So I bought like a sort of leather wallet slip-in thing for it. Kept it in that for a day or two. But shortly after, I took it out of my bag and it was like upside down. And the phone just slid straight out and smashed on the floor. It's definitely not my strong point. Generally, I don't feel too bad about claiming for damaged phones on insurance because you have to send it back to them for them to send you out a replacement. And the ones they send you are refurbished. So let's say, for example, I send this one in and they want to refurbish it to give to somebody else. Probably the majority of the parts in there are still working. Perhaps they'll have to fit a new screen, but the cost of doing that is kind of minimal. But all the parts that I'm giving them by sending this one in, it's pretty much a full iPhone apart from the screen. I think that's how it works anyway. Obviously, if you lose them or get them stolen or something, they've just got to send you a new phone, and they don't really get anything back out of that apart from your monthly insurance cost. Even then, I wouldn't say I particularly feel bad. Anyway, I'm a little bit gutted because, as I said yesterday, I'm going to the Bike Shed show this weekend, which is like a custom cafe racer, that kind of bike show. I tend to use my iPhone because the camera's so good for just taking photos and posting on Instagram and stuff like that, so I probably won't get a replacement in time. It's also quite good for taking little videos as well because it's a little bit less conspicuous than a big SLR camera with a mic on top of it and stuff. What a day! Woo! Look at that. This is without question the best part of my commute because you get to go over the bridge, see Big Ben, the London Eye over that side, St Paul's, all that stuff over that side, and then you get to go through the tunnel and make an absolute racket as well, the Strand Underpass, featured in previous MOTOBOB videos. And I always kind of hang back a little bit, like this guy's probably going to go through there quite slowly. And there's no one quite behind me. So that means that once you get into the tunnel, anyway, that's a lesson learned for me, isn't it? Don't leave your phone in your hoodie pocket while you're cycling along, obviously. And then also don't expect a taxi to go round it. Couldn't be any more smash, could it really, that? By the way, for anybody who likes guitars but hasn't been to London, if you ever visit, this is Denmark Street, aka Tin Pan Alley. And there's about 10 or 15 guitar shops here. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, that's me for today. Hope you're all well. Catch you soon.